That's right, you guys. So now you can take a replay like this one, throw it through ninjakalytics.com, link in the description. And what if, plot twist, it wasn't just one metric, it was 8. So quick note about how to read this, right? In the current state, P1 is put before all the mons of player 1s and P2 before all the mons of player 2. The reason is so that we could distinguish between them, and sometimes you can actually deal damage to yourself, and we want to capture that. Let's quickly look at these 8 metrics that everyone now has available to them. The first of them is the damage dealt metric. So this one is basically what it sounds like. How much damage did each source on your team, either player 1 or player 2, deal to the opponent in terms of percentage of HP? Looking at the damage dealt, you can basically think about it like this. Each game, you both start out with 600% HP, assuming you brought a full team. But like, why would you not bring a full team? And each mon has 100% HP to start. So using that, you can start to evaluate how many mons your Pokemon killed. For example, Rillaboom here, 3 mons by himself. A lot of work. But let's say you want to get a feel for how much damage you dealt by the different types of things. We got that too. You can see stuff like move damage, item damage, think like Rocky Helmet, passive damage. Passive is basically a catch-all because I was like, I am not going to create a specific bucket for every single type of damage in Pokemon. Damage received, very similar to damage dealt, but the opposite. This is how much damage you soaked up. This will show you stuff like how much you absorbed. For example, Slowbro, common regenerator mon. I would expect that to be over 100% of HP because he should be healing throughout the battle. Same deal with Buzzwole. You got Roost, you got leftovers, stuff like that. So this gives you a feel for how much tankiness your team had. What about total healing? We have got that too, because damage dealt is not the only form of percent HP differentials. We also have healing done. So now you can see how much did my Pokemon heal throughout this battle. And yes, much like damage, we do have the healing by type. In fact, we even can capture regenerator healing, which, by the way, regenerator healing was a total pain in the butt to calculate. You can learn stuff like passive, things like leech seed, right? Item, leftovers, move, roost, recover. Then we create some other stats. So I call these the efficiency stats, guys. So this is meant to give you a feel for how well you used each turn. So you can see the total number of turns up here. Fun fact, there are bugs here. I know about it. I'm not sure yet what this problem is, but I will eventually get there, I hope. Occasionally, both players don't have the same number of turns. Not really sure how that makes sense, but this right here is what I had to work with, so no judgment. I'm working on it. So now we can find out, like, how many turns did you spend clicking a move versus switching? Your boy Least1023 over here swapped more turns than he clicked a move. Probably not the most efficient in most cases. Then we get stuff like damage per entrance, so we know the total amount of damage that each Pokemon dealt. Now we can find out is how did that compare to each time it came in. For example, Toxapex not going to drop 100% HP every time he walks in, or at least you really ought not to let someone do that to you with a Toxapex. And yes, you guessed it, the last one is, of course, the healing per entrance, the exact opposite of damage. The idea is to get a feel for how much health were you healing. For example, Slowbro, how much is Regenerator healing him on average? Looks like about 25% HP in this battle. Of course, we cannot stop there, guys. This is the groundwork for some crazy new features we're going to be able to get. So the first one, meta statistics. Imagine a more granular Pikalytic. So instead of just getting usage rates, you can get stuff like win rates with it. Best counters, mons. You can get stuff like the best counter. So this mon has the best win rate against teams with Landorus and stuff like that. Get a lot of detail into that sort of stuff. So sort of a more granular Pikalytic. The next new feature is the Scout Opponent feature I want to develop. So imagine you're in a battle, right? You're in here. Let's say we're in this battle. Imagine you can copy and paste the team preview into here and get a ton of information about what they're weak against from a meta standpoint, what they personally are weak against. Imagine you can get stuff that shows these are the moves they tend to run when they have those Pokemon, so you can avoid getting cheesed by some ridiculous team that you should not be losing to, and they just won because they had something ridiculous. And the final feature I want to eventually get to is a team build assist. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with this website or this tool. It was popular a little while ago. Essentially, you could pick some Pokemon and build a team, and then you could say like break my team, wall my team, and it would give you a sense for what you were weak against. Imagine, now it won't look like this, But imagine statistically for the current meta, you can go put in some subset of Pokemon and say, what am I weak against? And what should I put that covers the most weaknesses? It will give you advice from a statistical standpoint of this mon should give you the best win rate with this team. Now I need you guys to do something for me. Leave a comment about which one of those features you want to see first. Also hit the like button if you're enjoying this video. By the way, if any of you know what in the world you're looking at right now and have a feel for Python and Flask, I am very interested in partnering with someone to help me on the development side because there's a lot of crazy cool stuff I want to get out there. If you're interested, send me an email at ninjak.pokemon@gmail.com. The link will be in the description. I would super appreciate it. Thanks. That goes for editing too. Okay, true facts. The first new feature I'm going to do is swapping over from what I'm currently doing to Dash Plotly. Shoutouts to you, Lord Envy, who actually gave me this suggestion and told me about this package. This will make all of those graphs we have on Ninjakalytics interactive. So if you guys want to see how to actually get better practically using this, I'm going to be doing that on my channel. I'll play games and use the statistics, and I'll show you guys what I'm learning by doing so. Now, if you want to see how to do that using someone else's game, if you want to do that with replays, check out this next video where I break down statistics pre-Ninjakalytics in 5 minutes or less. I think you'll very much enjoy it. My name is Jack, stage name Ninjak, and I'll see y'all out there.